kind of coming into my own if you believe it. In my youth, I was quite shy, is the truth. And it wasn't until my sister was born that I kind of came out of my shell, right? But most of my elementary school years were spent with me being quiet and perhaps the big red dog. But you know, there was that, and so it was a lot of me like seeing girls from afar that I really liked. One of these girls, her name, I'll say her name, but she was kind of like, if there were homecoming queens for 6th grade, she would have been here. It was kind of a big deal. Then when we got to high school, she was like the first girl with breasts that was in my class, so that status was up here. So, you know, I never had a child. But 22, I ran into her again one day, oddly enough, delivering a pizza. She called in, and the pizza delivery area was outside of that range, but the place that she was supposed to call, they won't deliver, so I was like, okay, I'll go. And then I got her information. I'm like, wait, are you from this? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, oh, it's Keon. And she's like, oh, hey, Keon. So I go over, I deliver her pizza, I get to it free because I was good at that. And she invites me to come to hang out at this wing party for her roommate. Okay, cool. So I go hang out, and I get the feeling like she's feeling. And I'm thinking, she's like, she's all on my face telling me, so what are you doing? And then, you know, so I'm thinking maybe this could work out in my favor. So like a couple weeks later, I call her back. Hey, yeah, no, I was thinking about that conversation we were having. I think I'm gonna do some screenwriting. And would you be interested in talking about screenwriting and stuff? And she's like, yeah, let's do it, right? So we get together and we hang out, right? We're at our house talking about screenwriting / smoking weed. And somewhere in the middle of that, right, I just get the inclination. I'm like, oh, this is wild. Gentleman down there playing. Let's go in for a kiss. So I go in and I kiss her, and she accepts. I'm like, kissing, you know, I can't say that. Right, but you know, so I'm like, okay, well, let's see that. So I start pushing her back to the bedroom, and she's going. Yes, in there, right? And so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go this one because you know whatever the whole bag of tricks, everything is in play, right? So you know, I'm undressing. This is the part where I get graphic. Right? I'm undressing her, and you know the clothes come off, and like I start, and I'm really getting into it, and you know because I want to make sure this is like the homecoming queen from 6th grade, right? And I'm like gyrating around, and I'm starting to enjoy the sensations myself that I'm creating on the bed while I'm diving in. Right about then, she's like, and then Miss Charlotte. And I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I'm ready. Like I'm overwhelmed. So like I go and put on the comment. I don't think this is good, but I have a choice to it. Just go and see what happens. Right? So penetrate and one
I don't know if you ladies noticed, but I'm pretty suave, dude.
You noticed, young man. What a trickster.
I am a bit of a debonair.
How old are you?
I am a fair 22, lady.
All right.
I know a thing or two about the world.
Well, we saw you hollering at us from far away, and then we got close, and we were expecting something.
Very interested.
From far away, I was like, this could be good.
Well, you know, farther away I thought you were a bit younger.
You look like my late husband.
You know, I
Sit
could,
down.
I
Sit down again for us.
was a suave fella. I feel like I might have gotten myself in over my head. Yeah.
You're gonna go home with us.
You know, a lot of men prefer a woman with experience and maturity. and rich.
This is going to be graphic.
I'm sorry, I just thought that I would invite you guys to spend some time, but it's clear that this isn't going to be a good match.
You know, I was the first girl at the nursing home to get varicose veins.
Congratulations.
Now everything has done, but I was first.
What do you like to do on the weekend?
I'm sorry, I'm going to get back to selling pizzas
Wait,
Hey,
here on the corner.
you come back.
we like pizza. I can chew pizza.
These are particularly good because they've just fallen out of the oven. So,
Pizza's such a novel food. It's for the young people, but I'll have some.
Hold on a second, Gertrude. I think this man's trying to pull over on us. You put that away. You don't want any of that. Trying to sell it.
I'll take the pizza.
I need a
And I'll
police
probably
officer.
put out too.
I need a police
Did
officer.
you say you're a police officer?
Yes.
What is this man
This
bothering
man
you?
is peddling.
I can't do
Sound
anything.
pizza.
Take off the bag and I'll get you one day.
Ah, he's so red.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Is that why he keeps the bag on?
He had some decisions to make that day. Or he ripped that bag off and showed these old people what they're talking about. Did he have what it took? I don't know.
bro, are you following me around?
It's like screenwriting. It's like I like try like the traditional 3-act structure, but I like to like buck that sometimes and like throw a thing in there. It's like, what? I didn't think the Matrix was gonna be like a real thing. Like that's screenplay structure 101, you know? But like, what's y'all's favorite screenplays?
I really like Clueless.
I liked Milo and Otis.
I want to talk about screenplays.
Have you ever thought about like how hard it is to write for the mind of an animal that you
A lot of times in screenwriting class, they like trying to say get inside the mind of your character, and then like plot an arc out, like over the course of like several acts, and then like try and like plant like some save the cat moments in the beginning, and then like by the end you want to have like.
You guys, what does it feel like to be in a convertible? Because in that movie they ride in one and it's on the highway and it goes so fast and then Dion's like, no, I can't drive. It's like, really?
I'm talking about like how movies like can move you and like transport you to a place.
Who did you focus group this with?
Oh,
This is just a
super
bunch
cool
of
Hollywood
weird
types.
animals in convertibles.
But like what you'll notice is early on, what I did was it's called a buried gun. I put one right in the beginning. I was like, I'll plant a seed. And it's like, oh,
You
at
in the part
end-
where you literally had the dog bury a gun.
Yeah, and at the end, that dog uses that gun.
Okay.
And that's like the audience is going to be like, oh, I paid attention at the beginning of the
I don't know who your focus group is, but you need to go back to them.
So I hope so. Well, I'm going to be honest, guys. The notes I got were pretty tough. So we need to work on this. Let's talk about what we're going to do with the character Num Nums, because I feel like he's not really connecting in the first act.
I've been really into Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if those animals were in a really red sports car?
Oh, that'd be perfect for a screenplay, because we have a lot of convertibles in our script, but we never denoted what color they were.
How would you feel if that movie wasn't a cat as a star, it was a really adorable Latina shoe salesman?
That was fundamentally awesome.
Okay, Just because she's a Latino shoe person doesn't mean you can name her Jennifer Lopez.
So then I pulled the car up to the gas tank. I got out my debit card. I went to the machine. I popped it in. Threw in my debit number. Threw in my area code. And then I filled up the tank.
Wow!
Dope story.
Dope story.
I know that was pretty crazy, but...
Yesterday, let's just check it out for a second.
Yeah, all right. Let's lay it on us.
I was like, you know what I feel like? Like a frozen dessert that's kind of light. So, you know what I did? I went to Big Berry.
Whoa!
I mean, I don't want to get too explicit here.
I'm heating up in here.
But I put fruit and chocolate.
I couldn't hear that last one because she gets angry.
I think she said you put fruit and chocolate on there.
Whoa, you're saying that so loud right now. That's a very explicit thing to say. That's a lot, man.
So anyway, we pulled away from the gas station into a parking space because we were going to get into the store to get some refreshments. So I walked down the aisle, walked past the pork rinds, walked over to the cold case. I pulled it open, passed right by the beer, went down to the whole milk, passed that up, went to the 2%, passed that up, went to the skim, grabbed one of those,
Oh my god! Good story, dude. Good story.
Finish your story.
Finish the story.
Finish your story.
Finish your story.
looked down the milk. I went back past the pork rinds.
You better have sex with a woman by the end of this story.
Or at least you have pork rinds for us.
Then I walked out of the convenience store. I got back in my car. Drove to Hollywood. I got back on set. I filmed 3 scenes for Triple X. And then a stout white woman came in. Gave me a blowjob. Day in the life of Vin Diesel, you know?
So glad you joined this fry.
You know that Vin Diesel would love after a blowjob? Animal crackers.
Hey dude, I followed you here based on the trail of slime you're leaving.
It's my slime leg, yeah.
Is this your stout white woman friend?
Yeah, don't mind the pinch of her hand.
Don't you
She's a real woman. She's a real woman.
I smelled the animal crackers.
She's not wearing a disguise at all.
Okay. Get that frontal lobe over here. Come here. Get that frontal lobe over here.
The jig is out, bro!